Hello everyone, welcome back to clusterbmilkshake. I am your host. Was a poor puppet Mr. Chicken? Yes. Today we are going to talk about 6 questions that a narcissistic person will ponder upon themselves whether or not to hoover you back. And it's not even a ponder. It's like these things are happening in the relationship and what happens to them after a breakup. So I'm gonna fucking scurry my booty through this thing. Hopefully I make sense. These questions were stolen from Sam Vaknin in a video that he did 4 years ago. So I just want to go over these different questions. And it made sense. When I was watching it, I was like, oh shit, that happened to me, to where I did hoover or I did not hoover. Okay? So I know that I tell you guys, you never know if a hoover's gonna come. Who gives a shit if you have moved on? Another thing I want to add here is that you do want to work on yourself and believing and loving in yourself to where you're not going to have that needy energy outside of you. Like you need this person to complete you after you've learned that you're only chasing them to fix your own childhood. You want to repeat the cycle of your own childhood thinking it's going to be different this time. It's not. This is what narcissists do with their long-term partners too. And our partners have to resemble our parents as well. So if you are with a narcissistic person and you're in a long-term relationship, start taking a look inward too and see where your little toxic traits are as well. Remember, we attract each other. You are not, I don't give a shit what any victim channel says. You are not just targeted like every narcissistic person is a psychopath on a mission of destruction. No, that's not real. Okay? All right, let's go. Number 1 is something that you did in the relationship with a narcissist. Did you cause them a shock to them, like some betrayal? Did they lose trust in you? Did you do something? Did you lie? Did you do something deceitful? Is the person, the narcissistic person, paranoid and believe that you did something deceitful? Lie? They don't trust you? You kept withheld information, something from the narcissistic person? Or did the narcissistic person not give a shit? Not care? Now, if they don't give a shit or care, you know, what's going on, it's either in the very beginning of the relationship and they were able just to discard you right away. There ain't gonna be no fucking hoover, nothing. Or you're like, after massive betrayals over and over again, they predict your behavior. So let's say you borderlines. A narcissistic person is gonna, see your fucked up behavior over and over and over again. And they're just gonna be like, well, that's just you. Watch you cycle through it. And then come back and do it all over again, but you still, you're still betraying. Okay. Anyway, number 2, was the narcissist humiliated in public or in front of their peers? So this can go down in 2 ways, not just you exposing bad behavior of a narcissistic person, but are you somebody who is promiscuous, flirts way too much, you get drunk and fuck in public or around their friends, you are getting fat as fuck, something, you're they're embarrassed by you. Sorry, but they're fucking embarrassed by you. There's something, me and Mr. Chicken, somebody can be fucking, embarrassed or humiliated to fucking say, yeah, that's my girl. I don't care. If you don't like being around a clown, then bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay? But, being humiliated, something I will humiliate myself by exposing my partner. If my partner does something to me, I'm going to embarrass them. I am going to expose their bullshit in some covert way to their peers. I'm going to do something because there's always payback. You humiliate me, I'm going to humiliate you. Okay? If I'm going down with my feelings, you're going down for what you did. Okay? All right. Then, did the narcissist have a breakdown and feel like you were irreplaceable? Or did the narcissist hate on themselves for the failure, which is internalized mortification? So, I've had the double whammy where I don't think that this person is irreplaceable, and I have shamed the shit out of myself for the failure of the relationship because I'm supposed to be perfect. I want to be in a relationship where I am envied by everyone. And if the relationship fails, number one, it's very embarrassing. I humiliate myself because I am going to smear the shit out of you. I'm going to smear the shit out of myself. And so I got the whole fucking sloppy Joe bullshit going on here. Okay? Did the narcissist fall into complete sadness and lose pleasure in everyday life activities and hobbies? So if they didn't miss a beat after breaking up with you, then this ain't for you. But if they are, scurrying around, going out with friends, partying, trying to replace you with other vajayjay just to fill that hole by filling her hole, isolating, getting drunk, doing drugs, their creativity has gone down to nothing. They're not happy. They don't dance around, smile, laugh, anything. Then, they're going through it. They're going through it, okay? Number 6, did the narcissist feel excruciating pain, pathological envy, and jealousy that you have moved on? If you are not trying to repair yourself, okay, this is before a narcissist person comes to Hoover. If you are not trying to repair the relationship yourself, then they're going to think we're going to make up shit in our head. We're going to think that you're moving on with somebody else, that you're going to find us easily replaceable because of our past behavior. We have done that ourselves. Remember, we're projecting out into the world. So we're thinking that you are us, that you have the same mindset as us. And we're going to think that you are moving on, and, this is our karma now, and, some low-level feelings about ourselves, self-loathing, and wanting to drink our feelings away, or just going out dating other people to boost our self-esteem, even discarding these people right away after they get attached to us. And this would be a target for pain, okay? Just to whatever. A distraction, that's all. Who the fuck breaks up with somebody and then gets into a super long-term relationship with somebody else, unless it was to escape something else, okay? And get into something to, because they can't be alone. So it's not, just because this person is, oh, they're, my knight in shining armor. Don't forget, shared fantasy. And we are just, Sam Vagnon says, snapshotting you. We're taking a Polaroid picture of who we want you to be. You're going to be my everything now. You follow the script. This is what I want you to be. Okay? Anyways, is that confusing? Whatever. And I'm not saying that I didn't go from first husband criminal to, second husband who was fucking 5,000% a better person than that one. But it wasn't because of, grieving this relationship, learning about myself, doing some work on being alone so I can be available for another person. It was like, I have to find a replacement. Okay? All right. So, if they only have experienced a couple of these things, you're probably not going to get a Hoover. The Hoover would be just to spin the block for a one-night booty call, come around just to make sure that you're still available for maybe later, you're put on the shelf, okay? Maybe they discarded you or ghosted you. Just, when you're ghosted, you're still hanging on because your dumb asses don't fucking block like I tell you to. And you're waiting for them to come back around. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, I was just busy. All right. Then we have, if they've gone through about the majority of these things, 4 of these things, they can come back for friendship. They can come back because they miss having your support, your, if they've lost joy in life and, things aren't going well, they're going to come back to a supportive person or just somebody. You're a distraction. You're a distraction. I'm sorry. I don't do fucking, friend, I'm using you. I'm using you. This is why I say it's, if you come back into my life, it's all or nothing. Nothing. All or nothing. There is no, I don't do that. I'm not giving you my time, my energy when I was no. Unless I'm using you and you mean nothing to me. You could fall off the face of the earth and I would not care. I would be pissed that I have to find, a replacement. But do you understand? Friends with benefits. So you got the friends, and then you got the friends with benefits. You're just booty call material. You're just like, I'll call you every 3 weeks. I'll just call you when I'm having a fight with my boy. And then I'll call you to get back at him for pissing me off and have sex with you. Okay? This is why I'm against the whole friends of the opposite sex, especially, with toxic people, because they're just using them. You have to be like some Quasimodo ugly motherfucker for a narcissistic person not to use you in some way of sexy time. Even just, even sexting. I've seen, people being used for just, the ego boost because they're more histrionic and they need, love me for my Ramalama Ding Dong. This is all I believe that I'm good for anyways, and I'm going to project that onto you. And this is, you're only good for sex. Whatever they believe about themselves is how they're going to start attacking you and believing things about you. Okay? Now, if they have 5 to 6 of these things, they are more likely to want to reestablish the relationship with you. If they are not only in the relationship, did you cause them to be mortified and injured, go into a sadness, all these things, they will want to try again. They're going to want to try again. Now, I have seen this whole cycle of breaking up and wanting to get back together because all these things were happening, the sadness and the feelings of despair and everything happening in a 24-hour period. I've seen these things happen within a few weeks, months, a 9-month period to a couple year period, okay? And they're just like fearful to reach out to their ex. So I've talked to people to get them to, boost them up to, talk about how to repair their relationship. I've talked to people that have been away from their partner for a real long time and trying to boost them back up into believing in themselves because they're still in that state of need. I need that. It's like, hold on. When you go back to your partner and you're in a needy state, which I have tried before, I was in this needy state. One Hoover was I was working on my boundaries and everything and releasing control over that person and being like, I have to get married. When I stopped and I'm like, I don't ever have to get married. I'm just happy that you are in my life. When I gave up that fucking energy, they wanted to get married later. But I was just like, I don't care. It's cool. I just want to be with you, go to work, take care of my son, and see you. And I'm happy. I don't need to lock you down in any way. And I just, set that shit free. And then this person wanted within a year to be with me in that way. And I was already having I'll be with you and I'll be fine without you energy. Then when I went to Hoover back somebody that I wanted to be in a relationship with, my energy was all over the fucking place. I was being very needy. And it wasn't, I want him specifically. It was, I'm feeling abandoned energy. So, and when you do that, you're going to be repelled, hopefully. Otherwise, it's just going to be chaotic, over and over again. So he was like, hell to the no. So you have to, when you're away from your people, whether you're a narcissist or not, when you're away from your people, you have to be giving yourself self-love. That means you want to take care of your mind. You don't want to be thinking in lack, abandonment, and thinking that I hate myself. You don't want to be doing things to hurt yourself. You don't want to be ruminating on your past and your childhood 24/7 over and over and over again. And I never get anything that I want and I lose it. When you're talking negative self-talk to yourself all the fucking time, guess what the universe is saying? Yes. Oh, you're shit? Yeah, you're shit. Oh, you need this person? Okay, keep needing this person. This is where I think my grandiose narcissism is a fucking bonus. As long as I am trying to keep my mind set on thinking that I am a fucking badass in life. I am great. I deserve. But I have to slice off the negative parts of envying others, of feeling entitled to treat them in a negative way. So all the negative things that I have learned about myself over the years are the things that I need to turn around and be a more positive influence in myself so I can be positive out there. If I'm projecting the things that I feel about myself out there, then I need to be thinking good, grandiose, fucking, I'm a kick-ass, because I'm going to be telling you that you are powerful, that you are kick-ass. Does that make sense? I'm not going to see you as in competition. I'm not going to see you as somebody to tear down because I envy you. I'm not going to see other people as a threat. Okay? And this takes practice because you're going to be tested all the time. When your brain is solid in thinking negative things, it's going to take practice and tests from others. You know? It's and that's okay. You know, every relationship we've ever got into is a lesson for us to learn about ourselves. And you guys think that narcissistic people, they just, we just go through and destroy lives and everything and feel nothing. That's not real. That's not real. Some traits are on a spectrum as well. So there can be people who believe that, you know, that feel so fucking entitled to destroy other people and they don't fucking care. You know, it doesn't mean that they're not going through it behind closed doors or anything, but, and then there's the ones that think that they are a victim of everything, and you see them weeping about fucking everything, and they're narcissists too. So, you know, just worry about yourself, worry about treating yourself well, knowing that you deserve to be treated well, and that you're not going to be thinking, remember, you're projecting. So don't be thinking shit thoughts about everybody around you too, but you are going to protect yourself if somebody can't stop their projections onto you. You're going to be aware, and you're going to be like, I don't think it, like, that's not how I feel about myself. I don't feel that way about myself. So if you're going to keep dumping on me and saying negative things about me, or lying and being deceitful and doing all those things, I mean, if I give a shit, you know, you being deceitful is you hating you. So, you know, if you're going to be doing all this shit, I get to be like, well, do I want to be here or not? You know, did I learn what I wanted to learn? Because we're not growing. This relationship, we're not growing. So there's no reason to be here anymore. You're, you know, and then your energy is going to change. So when you have a better thoughts about yourself and your life and everything, you're not being critical of everybody out there. You're being grateful the things that you do have in your life. You're not going to attract that type of energy into your life, and you're going to repel those that want to stay low, in a low vibrational state. Okay? And you, believe me, when I was, you know, attacking somebody who isn't going to respond in the same way, even those that were trying to be understanding and just letting me spiral and everything or whatever, and then I didn't have anybody, you know, my projection wasn't feeding into the mirror that is you. So I couldn't fight myself. You didn't allow it. And then my energy just melts away of all that negativity and everything. So just experiment with your people. But keep that positive mindset. I know that I have changed relationships with people by not reacting in a negative way. And the only thing that sucks is I have to keep up on this thought process or I fucking default. Okay? So, and you guys can do, we all fuck up, okay? All right? Let's dust ourselves off. All right? And you get to decide how you feel about your person and if you want to accept being hoovered or if they are not trying to better themselves and they're just fucking sad. It's like, hey, I miss you too, but I'm not here just to lift you up for you to kick me aside when you're feeling better. And when they feel better, they feel empowered to control, to deceive, to lie, and fuck with you again. Okay? Okay? All right. I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Namaste.